Good morning, learners. Today I am sporting my college sweatshirt. I went to St. John Fisher College, so I'm sporting that today. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2020, and I want to send out a thank you to the thoughtful and kind person that gave me new expo markers because all of my expo markers had died. It was very thoughtful and kind, so you know who you are. Thank you for that. On this day in history, this has to do with ecology and our environment. This is something that happened, and it was the biggest of its kind in U.S. history. So I remember when this happened, and I'm sure your parents will as well. So on this day in history, in the year 2010, so 10 years ago today, there was a massive oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico that began. The company BP Oil was drilling for oil in the middle of the ocean. So what they do is they set up a rig and they dig down into the ground in order to extract oil. And 206 million gallons of oil spilled into the Gulf of Mexico. And it was the biggest offshore oil spill in U.S. history. So that affected a lot of wildlife, a lot of ecosystems and animals and plants, and different bacteria in the water. So that's something that you can look into. But that happened this day in history 10 years ago. Our word part of the day is the word miss, M-I-S. It means wrongly. And some examples that have the prefix miss at the beginning of the word are misunderstood, misjudged, and misspell. Like you wrongly understood what was happening, you wrongly judged something or incorrectly judged something, or you spelled something wrong or incorrectly. Think of some other words that have the prefix mis, which means wrongly in them, and see if you can figure out the meaning of that word by breaking down the word parts. Our would you rather question of the day that you can talk about or write about. My cat is running around being crazy. All right. This one, Jack in my class had probably one of the funniest responses I ever heard to it. So I'm going to ask this one again so that you can all debate this one. Would you rather have ketchup come out of your nose or mustard come out of your belly button? Now, Jack said, and I quote, obviously mustard come out of my belly button. So maybe your thinking aligns with Jack, and you're like, yeah, mustard coming out of my belly button. So would you rather have ketchup come out of your nose or mustard come out of your belly button? Whatever you choose, make sure you explain why, and either talk about it or write about it. You could even do a funny drawing of it if you wanted to. That would be kind of funny. Okay, next. I'm unprepared. Where did I put my paper? That's not the paper. Got it. Okay, so I have a math research project that you can do and let me know your answers. So I'll read it to you first, then hold it up. Research the total square feet area or footage of 3 major buildings in the United States. You could pick the Pentagon, the Capitol, the White House, the Empire State Building. You could pick like a football stadium of your favorite football team. So pick 3 buildings in the United States and research their total square footage, so their total area. Then you're going to convert those square feet into square yards. The way that you do that, let me show you the conversion here. So we have 3 feet are in 1 yard. So if there are 3 feet in 1 yard, and you figure out that maybe the building is like, I don't know, 11,000 square feet. Think about what equation you could use to convert and figure out how many yards there are. There's 3 feet in 1 yard. So there will be less yards because the yards are bigger. So if here's a foot, 1, 2, 3. So a yard is larger than a foot, so you will have less, but figure it out. So research 3 buildings. I'm going to hold it up. You could pause it in order to do this. Let me know the buildings that you've researched. maybe you visited one of these buildings, like maybe you went on vacation and you went to a really cool, famous building in the United States, or maybe it's someplace you want to go, or it's the baseball stadium of the New York Yankees, or whatever it is you want to research. The mindful strategy that I have for you today is also kind of an outside challenge. I'm hoping the weather cooperates this week, because if we have to be at home, my goodness, wouldn't it be nice if it was nice weather outside? So this helps us stay in the moment, it helps us appreciate nature, and it helps us kind of turn on our creative thinking. Just walk down the stairs, it's okay. So what I want you to do is go outside and find shapes in the sky by laying down with someone and choosing a different object and look for it in the clouds. So say, okay, I'm going to see if I can see a triangle in the clouds, and lay and look at the clouds. Or say, I want to see if I can see a dog in the clouds, and lay down and use your imagination and really focus in the moment and see if you can see that. And we'll finish with our story cubes. All right. We have an apple and a person sleeping. So do a one-sentence story tell where each person tells the next line of the story about one of these topics, or write about one of these topics or images, and come up with a fiction or a nonfiction story about these. And have a fantastic day. Until next time, it's Miss G. See you soon. So today we are going to start the Monday challenge for our Spirit Week. I decided that we're going to do a Spirit Week from home in order to give us things to look forward to each day and ways to connect. So today, your Spirit Week theme is to wear a favorite or important shirt that you have. So I wore a shirt from my college because I love my college that I went to. You could wear, maybe you have a shirt from a volleyball tournament that you won, or maybe you have a shirt that you got on vacation, or a shirt or a sweatshirt that has your favorite sports player. I'm thinking of Nasir, who has his Odell Beckham Jr. sweatshirt. So today for Spirit Week, wear a shirt that's either your favorite or is really important to you, and send me a picture of it, okay? This will be a great way to connect us, and something cool to look forward to each day. So today's theme is your favorite or important shirt day, okay? Thank you. So I got these new sunglasses that I'm really excited about, so I thought I would show them off. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? I think they're pretty trendy. Let me know what you think. Bye.